Hi, and welcome to Larry's Computer Class. We're working on the beginner class. Today we're going to talk about Microsoft Word and some of the things you can do with it. I have a paper here, so you don't have to sit and wait for me to type out the whole thing. This is actually a paper I wrote when I was in college. Some of the things you can do here, we're going to start with Home button. We have Home, Insert, Page Layout, References, Mailings, Reviews, and View. We'll start with the Home button. On here we have some icons, clipboards, paste, stuff like that. I'll show you that in a minute when we have stuff on the clipboard. Your clipboard is if you copy something. If you put your cursor, my cursor is blinking right there, hold down your left button, bring your mouse down, let go of the button, right click, copy. If you copy something, that goes on your clipboard. And now you can see what's on the clipboard. Anything you save. And after a while, if you're working on a document for a long time, you can go in and you can delete your clipboard if there's stuff on there you're not using. Don't let it get too big. It could run into problems later on down the road. But basically, we're going to talk about your bold button, Italian, that's your text style, underline, different style texts, different colors, backgrounds, font colors, sizes, different fonts, things like that. We can start by your header, your title. If you want to make this a little bigger, now as you can see there's a little box that comes up that shows you your font. You can use this box if you want, either one, or you can use this up here. Arial is your font style, different styles. As you can see, if I scroll down, it changes your font style. Click on the one you want, and it changes it to that. You can also highlight. Simply put your cursor, hold your left mouse button down, move your mouse till what you want to change is in blue. You can go to your font size if you want to make it bigger. Make it bigger, you can make it smaller. You can do the same thing with this. Highlight a paragraph. You want to make it smaller. Make it bigger. Anything you want. 12 is usually a standard. Some people use 11. It depends. If you're doing a large paper and you run out of page at the end, if you're running out of document space, and it goes on to another page and you don't want it that, say you only want to do one page and it comes down to the second page, you can simply change your size of your font so it all fits. You can also change bold if you want something bold. Highlight. You can use your bold button. And you can see it changes, makes it a little more bold. Italian just changes the text style. Underline, you want it underlined. That's simply click the underline button, and as you can see, whatever you go to, if you click on this doesn't light up as the bold does. When you come to this, as you can see, it's underlined, so the underline lights up. These are just different things you can do. Change the layouts. Just give you a choice. Whatever you want there. These are also just different font sizes, font styles. You can change your font color. It's on red now. You can click the little arrow next to it, change the font color. If you want something to stand out in the paragraph, you can also highlight this again, and you can change your background color so that that area is more pronounced than the rest of the paragraph so people can read it better maybe, or you want something to stand out a little better. On this is your paragraph. You can highlight a paragraph. or you can highlight a whole paper. This one goes from left to right, as this is now. As you can see, it's lit up. This centers everything. If there's in the middle of the paper, if there's something you want centered, look a little different. This one goes from left to right, and this one will center everything. You have a nice even border on the left hand side and a nice even border on the right hand side. You can change your margins. I'll show you that in a minute. Your paragraphs, what else can you do here? Line spacing. You can have one space. You could have 1.15, 1.5. And what that will do, you would highlight a whole paper because you kind of want the whole paper to be the same for this. You want double spacing, spaces it out. You want single spacing, puts it together. Set up the whole paper the way you want. If you're doing a paper and you end up on a second page, down the bottom here, you end up on a second page, and it only covers half of the page, you can adjust different things here so that you use 2 full pages. Maybe you put 1.15, space it out a little bit so it uses completely both pages, makes it look a little nicer. Your shading, like I said, you can change the background of something. Go back up here where we had our font color change. Highlight again. Go to your shading, click on the little arrow next to it, and you can have different color backgrounds. Mainly what you want, if you're using font colors and background colors, you want a light background color and a darker font. Otherwise it's not going to be readable. Like something like that, it's hard to read. Certain combinations, that's kind of hard to read. You want to make sure it's legible and easy to read. Black, a nice black background, and you can accent a area of your paragraph. Things like that. What else do we have here? These are font styles. Let's go down to a different paragraph here so you can see. Highlight a paragraph, and you have different font styles, different characteristics. This particular text character you can use when you're doing, if you do biographies or if you're doing a school paper where you have to give references. When you give your references, you can use like the author's title, whatever the author's name is, or a book title. You could use this type of font, other types of font, big font if you want that. Just different styles. And you can also click on one of these buttons on the right hand side here. It'll bring you up a list, and it's just all different kinds of styles: red, underlined, capital letters, small capital letters, all different kinds of things. Play around with it, see what you like. Change styles, other styles you can set. There's a list of them. Go through, see what you like. As you can see, it changes them as you scroll down, so you can see what they look like before you click on it. You click on it and it changes it to that style. Find is for if you're writing a large paper. If you get a 10, 20, 50 page paper, you're writing a book and you want to find a specific thing in that book or that paper, you can simply type in a word. Personally, like I picked just personally from right here, you hit enter and it will bring you to that page, and it'll highlight the word you're looking for. So if you're trying to find something you can't find it, it's an easy way to find things. Replace, if you want to replace a word, say personally you're reading through your paper and you decide that that word doesn't fit what you want, you can simply put in the word you want to replace, type in the word you want to replace it with. Just for an example, put in person, hit enter, hit yes, and it will change all those words. Simply hit replace, and it'll go through the whole document, and any word that has personally it will replace with person. Close, select all if you want to select all of the pages. Select an object. Select all of the pages. If you want to do your page break, if you want it 1.15, double spaced, you would use the select all for that. And change your font so you want all the font to be the same, you would use the select all. Similar text format, anything you want to do there. That's going to cover the home button for now. Next video we'll talk about the insert button.